In this class, we are going to learn how to differentiate a logarithmic function, that is logarithmic differentiation. Logarithmic differentiation is used to differentiate a function whereby we have more than two functions on the top or bottom. Are you getting it? It is used to differentiate a function whereby we have more than two functions in the top or bottom. Are you getting what I'm saying? So, and this principle, this logarithmic differentiation would work based on this principle. Let's say y is equals to natural log of x. According to logarithmic differentiation, derivative of y, which is dy with respect to x, is equals to the inverse of the function inside the bracket. Let me just put bracket. In most cases, you might not have the function inside the bracket, but just know that anytime you are asked to differentiate a logarithmic function, we are going to take the inverse of the function in the front of the logarithmic function. That is what? 1 over x. So after that, I'm going to multiply it by the derivative of that function. Do you understand? 1 over x multiplied by dx. Do you understand? So now, dy over dx is equals to what? 1 over x. If you differentiate x, you are going to get 1. Abi? So 1 over x multiplied by 1, that is what? 1 over x. So the derivative of y is equals to ln x according to logarithmic function is what? 1 over x. Do you understand? Now, apparently, if we have y is equals to ln f, the derivative of y, dy over df is equals to what? 1 over f. Do you understand? So we are going to take the inverse of the function inside the bracket and multiply it by the derivative of the function inside the bracket. Do you understand? So let's say we have question 1. Y is equals to ln x squared multiplied by sine x all over 2x. Let's say we have this function. We are told to differentiate this function. Now, don't forget, from your basic mathematics, the natural log of a, the product of a and b is what? Natural log of a plus the natural log of b. Is that not it? So I don't want to forget this, okay? And the natural log of a over b is equals to what? The natural log of a minus the natural log of b. Abi? Please, I don't want you to forget this, okay? So let's proceed. The first step is that we're going to decompose this function so that we can differentiate it easily. Do you understand? So now let's first decompose this function. Y can be written as ln. Don't forget, the sign between the numerator of this function is what? X squared sine x. That is what? A product sign. And I told you that if we have the product or the natural log of two products, what will happen? We are going to split it, Abi. Then we are going to add plus in the middle. So in that case, I'm going to have ln x squared plus ln sine x, and if we have a natural log of a over b, that will be what? Natural log of a minus the natural log of b. So this I'm going to have minus ln 2x. Do you understand how I got minus ln 2x? Because 2x is in the denominator of the function. Do you understand? So 2x is the denominator of this function. So it's going to take a minus sign according to this rule. Now I have decomposed this function. The next step is that I'm going to apply this rule. Are you getting what I'm saying? So y is equals to, don't forget the first step. If you want to differentiate, derivative of y. Let me put, this sign means derivative, okay? So let's go. The derivative of y is equals to, don't forget, the first step is that we are going to take the function, the derivative of the inverse of the function inside the bracket according to this rule. Y is equals to ln x. First is that I'm going to take the derivative of the function inside the bracket. That's the first step. Please, I want to master it. So the function inside the bracket here is what? X squared. So I'm going to take the inverse of the function inside the bracket, which is what? Inverse of x squared multiplied by derivative of x squared. Do you understand? Plus the natural log, the inverse of the function inside the bracket. The function inside the bracket here is what? Sine x. So I'm going to take the inverse of sine x, that is 1 over sine x multiplied by derivative of what? Sine x. Do you understand? So minus, I'm going to take the inverse of 2x, 1 over 2x multiplied by derivative of 2x. Please, do you understand to this point? If you didn't understand, kindly reverse the video and then watch it again. Are you getting it? Watch the explanation again. So let's proceed. The derivative of y is equals to 1 over x squared. 1 over x squared multiplied by, if you differentiate x squared using the polynomial rule, what are you going to get? Yeah, you got it right. We are going to get 2x. So 1 over x squared multiplied by 2x plus 1 over sine x. Now, let me ask you, if you differentiate sine x, what are you going to get? Yeah, cos x. You got it right. So that is 1 over sine x multiplied by cos x minus 1 over 2x multiplied by, if you differentiate 2x, that will be what? 2. So that is what? 2. Let's proceed. The derivative of y now equals to 2x over x squared plus cos x over sine x minus 2 over 2x. I just multiplied 2x by 1, I got this. Cos x by 1, I got this. 2 over 2 multiplied by 2x, I got this. Now, we have gotten to this point. We can still reduce derivative of y. The derivative of y is equals to 2 over x. Do you know how I got 2 over x? 2 over x, 2x over x squared can be expressed as what? 2 times x over what? X times x. So x will cancel x. Is that not it? So I'm left with what? 2 over x. That is how I got 2 over x. Do you understand? So now let us proceed. Plus cos x over sine x. So don't forget, from your basic trigonometry, if you have sine x over cos x is what? Is equals to tan x. But in this, we are having cos x over sine x. So if I take the inverse of sine x over cos x, I'm going to have what? Cos x over sine x. So the inverse of sine x over cos x is what? Cos x over sine x. So for this, that will be what? 1 over tan x. So in this equation, I'm going to have what? 1 over tan x. If you didn't understand how I got this, just watch this. If sine x over tan x, if sine x over cos x is tan x, that will be what? 1 divided by sine x over cos x. If this division sign changes to multiplication, the cos x will come to the top and the sine x will what? Go beneath. So I'm going to have multiplied by cos x over sine x. This will be equal to what? 1 over tan x. That is how I got 1 over tan x as what? Cos x over sine x. Do you understand? So now let us proceed. Minus 2 over 2x. 2 divided by 2x is what? 1 over what? 1 over x. Because 2 over 2x can be expressed as 2 multiplied by 1 over what? 2 times x. So 2 will cancel 2. So I'm left with what? 1 over x. Do you understand? So the derivative of y now is what? 2 over x plus 1 over tan x minus 1 over x. So that is how to find the derivative of logarithmic function. Trust you understand. If you didn't understand, watch this video till the end, okay? Let's proceed to question number 2. Now let's take the derivative of this function. The first step is that we are going to decompose this function. To decompose a function means to reduce the function. Is that not it? So let's reduce this function. We can rewrite y as ln x squared minus plus ln sine x minus ln cos 2x. Do you understand how I got this? Let me explain. Because the sign between x squared and sine x is a product sign, therefore I'm going to have ln x squared plus ln sine x according to this rule. Don't forget, okay? The natural log of a, the product of a and b is what? Ln a plus ln b. Do you understand? So because the sign between x squared and sine x is a product sign, so I'm going to have ln x squared plus ln sine x. Do you understand now? Now let's proceed to the second, the third, cos 2x. Because cos 2x is the divisor of this function, that is cos 2x is dividing this function. So the sign according to the logarithmic rule, that is natural log of a over b is what? Natural log of a minus natural log of b. So that is why this cos 2x take a negative sign. That is how I have ln cos 2x. Now let us proceed. Having decomposed this function, we can proceed to find the derivative of the function. And according to logarithmic differentiation, the first step is that we are going to take the inverse of the function inside the bracket. After that, we are going to multiply it with the derivative. Is that not it? So let's proceed. The derivative of y now becomes ln inverse of the function inside the bracket multiplied by the derivative of the function plus inverse of the function inside the bracket, which is ln sine x, multiplied by the derivative. Abi? Sorry. Should be here. Minus inverse of the function inside the bracket, multiplied by the derivative. Derivative of cos 2x. Please, I want you to understand, okay? When you are given a logarithmic function, the first step is that you are going to apply this rule. After applying this rule, the next step is that we are going to take the inverse of the function inside the bracket and then multiply it with the derivative. That is how to find the derivative of a logarithmic function, okay? So let us proceed. Derivative of y is equals to, now if you differentiate x squared using the polynomial rule, what are we going to get? We are going to get 2x. So I'm going to have 2x over x squared plus, if you differentiate sine x, you're going to get what? Cos x. So I'm going to have cos x over sine x. Do you understand? Minus, if you differentiate cos 2x, what are you going to get? Don't forget that this you are going to apply the chain rule to differentiate cos 2x. Do you understand? Because you know cos 2x, this is a function of a function. You understand? So you are going to apply chain rule. I'm very sure that you are part of the previous class that was held on this channel. So if you didn't understand how to differentiate a function using the chain rule, you can proceed to the channel and watch the video. Okay, so if you differentiate cos 2x using the chain rule, you're going to get minus sine u multiplied by 2. That is minus 2 sine u. That will give us minus 2 sine 2x. So the derivative of cos 2x using the chain rule is what? Minus 2 sine 2x. Do you understand? So having taken the derivative of cos 2x, now let us substitute it into this place. So I'm going to have cos 2x, which the derivative of cos 2x, which is what? Minus sine 2x. Let me just write it out. Minus sine 2x minus 2 sine 2x over cos 2x. Cos 2x. Do you understand? So let us proceed. The derivative of y now becomes, now look at this, 2x over x squared, based on what we learned in the previous class. This will be what? 2 over x plus 1 over tan x, abi, plus 2 sine 2x all over cos 2x. Do you understand how I got this? Don't forget, in our previous class, I told you that cos 2x over sine x is the inverse of sine x over, cos x over sine x is the inverse of sine x over cos x. That is, and sine x over cos x is what? Is equals to tan x. Do you understand? Sine x over cos x is equals to tan x. So in order to get cos x over sine x, I'm going to take the inverse of sine x over cos x. So 1 over sine x over cos x is equals to what? Cos x over sine x. And that will be equals to what? 1 over what? Tan x. That is how I got 1 over tan x. Do you understand? Please, I want you to understand this. These are the basic principles of differentiation. If you don't understand logarithmic differentiation, you will find it out to understand the higher one as we progress in this class, okay? So I want you to understand the concept very well. Probably if you didn't understand, you can pause the video and watch it again. Okay, now let us proceed with our derivative. So we have gotten to this point. We can still simplify this function. We can still simplify it. So derivative of y is equals to 2 over x plus 1 over tan x. Oh, I want to write tan x, so sorry. 1 over tan x plus, now, don't forget that sine 2x over cos 2x, sine x over cos x, according to what I wrote up there, sine x over cos x is equals to what? Tan x. So sine 2x over cos 2x is equals to what? Tan 2x. Do you understand? So let's use the same approach. So I'm going to have 2 tan 2x. Do you understand? So now we have gotten to this point. Is there anything to simplify again? You can proceed to simplify and raise tan x raised to the power of minus 1 if you like. But I will leave my answer like this, okay? So the derivative of y is equals to x squared sine x over cos 2x is what? 2 over x plus 1 over tan x plus 2 tan 2x. So that is how to find the derivative of a logarithmic function. To watch more video on logarithmic differentiation, kindly hit the links in the description of this video. Okay, see you in the next class.